Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 17 in season number 3. We are here at one of my favorite racetracks in all of NASCAR, the Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina, for the Mello Yello 200. A quick 23-lap race here today around this 1 1/3 mile oval, and like I say, it's quick, and it's definitely one of the shortest races of the season. Bristol was shorter mileage-wise, but I do believe it might be possible that some of these guys could go the whole race without having to make a pit stop. It's possible, but it might not be possible, and we just really don't know. It's kind of a fine line in between whether they can or not, so it's definitely going to be very interesting to see where this race can go to the end. But anyways, coming into this race, Trey Barto remains in the points lead. He has 406 points towards the championship. Ryan Madden, second in the points, 6 points behind Josh Alexander. Only 8 points behind in third place in the point standings. And it's William Brock, 25 points behind. He's a little ways behind for being in the top 5. And Marty Johnson has moved his way into the top 5 after Bristol. He is 30 points behind Trey Barto for the championship. Like I said, the pit stops could definitely be a factor late in the going. If we do happen to go green the whole way through, and if we do have pit stops, they're going to be really close to the end of this race, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can figure it all out. Let's go ahead, get these guys to roll off. Starting lineup rolling on the bottom of your screen for this one. We have ourselves NRLOA Cars in the number 51 starting on the pole position. Alongside him, it's the Season 1 champion, Eric Almenhart, in the number 24. Row 2, we got ourselves Jonathan Scabnicki and the number 4 of Emmanuel Hartnett. And it's row number 3 with Davey Johnson and the Season 2 champion, Nathan Stapleton. Then we got Matt Tuck in the 48 trying to regain his points lead. He led it for a majority of the midway part of the season, but the last few races have not been too good for him, and he's been falling behind in the points, but a great opportunity for him to possibly move his way up in the points here today as he starts 7th alongside the Season 4 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, Matt Dallio. Then in row number 5, it's our last winner here in the Turkey Hill Series, Cameron Black in the number 11, starting alongside Cody Smart. That's the top 10 starting positions here for the Mello Yello 200 at the Darlington Raceway. 23 laps of action. And it's definitely going to be a short race, but that's just the way it is here for this race here at Darlington. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in this one, because we don't know if these guys can make it to the end without having to come down the pit lane. And it's going to be interesting. I keep on saying it's going to be interesting, because it is. It's going to be interesting. And it's going to be fun as well. The pace car is pulled off. NRLOA Cars, Eric Almenhart. We're green flag racing here in the Mello Yello 200. And Cars is going to get the advantage entering turn number 1 through turns 1 and 2. The inside lane is the place you want to be in. But through turns 3 and 4, the outside lane can get a run. And it can definitely create an exciting finish here at this racetrack. It happened in the truck race back in July, I do believe. That's when we had the truck race here at Darlington last season. But anyways, the 51 of NRLOA Cars is going to lead the first lap here in the Mello Yello 200. The number 70 of Jonathan Scabnicki is running in second place. Here comes the 43, Davey Johnson. Scabnicki trying to get to the inside of NRLOA Cars for the lead. And the number 70 is going to be able to do it. The 24 in the outside wall a little bit. That's Eric Almenhart. He's falling back after starting on the outside pole. And there goes the number 70, Jonathan Scabnicki, taking the lead away from NRLOA Cars. Davey Johnson following suit behind the 70 and taking second away from the 51. Matt Tuck, like I said, he had a good opportunity of possibly getting a win here today. He started on the inside. He's going to move his way up to third place as NRLOA Cars continues to fall back in the number 51. Here comes our last winner, Cameron Black, in the 11. And right behind him, it's the defending champion, Nathan Stapleton, who has yet to win a race this season here in the Turkey Hill Series. Scabnicki remains out front in the number 70. Davey Johnson, Matt Tuck, Cameron Black, and Nathan Stapleton In the number 60 today, it's Hairgel Arvin Alonso. The last time the number 60 raced, it was at Armory Digital. Cameron Garlington won in the ride. Alonso's back in the ride. He will race in this race and at Phoenix, but Garlington will race in all the other races the number 60 will be participating in. Matt Dalio got him to the outside wall hard, and he's going to fall back in the number 1 machine. The tough break for the 1. He started up front for this one, and he is falling back tremendously. Matt Tuck, he's going to look for second underneath of Davey Johnson, and easily around the 43 goes the number 48 for second place. Cameron Black looking to close in to Davey Johnson to take third away from the 43. And Cameron Black trying to go 2 in a row here in the Turkey Hill Series. He got a great opportunity at doing so as he currently runs in 4th place. Noah Carr has found his way on the inside. He is right now running in 5th. And how about this? Ryan Searless, a part-time driver, running in 6th place right now in the number 92. Noah Carr has led the first lap, but Jonathan Skimnicki has led every other lap since, and he's looking pretty strong right now in the number 70 machine. But this 48 is hungry. You don't go leading the points that long and not want to get it back. And that's what this number 48 is trying to do, trying to get 44 points towards the championship. And winning is the best way you can move your way up in the point standings, because nobody else in the race can get more points than you if you win. Matt Tuck trying to close up to the 70 of Jonathan Skibnicki, but the gap has stayed pretty much the same since Matt Tuck gained second place between the 70 of Skibnicki and the 48 of Matt Tuck. Davey Johnson in the outside wall hard, and he's got himself a Darlington stripe in that number 43. Cameron Black's up to 3rd place. Ryan Searless is up to 4th, and Emmanuel Hartnett up to 5th place here at Darlington. Nathan Stapleton, Dan Smith Jr., Aiden Shepard, another part-time driver, Noah Cars, and Josh Alexander all getting around the 43 of Davey Johnson. Stuart Gratton won the Season 1 race here at Darlington in the Turkey Hill Series. He'd like to get a win, and especially him, because he's last in the points of all the full-time guys. He does not want to finish there, and Snani has definitely had a very poor season, but he's looking to change that here at Darlington. This is one of his stronger racetracks. He definitely knows how to get around this place, and he's got a good shot at possibly getting the win here today. Stapleton, he's now got a Darlington stripe, and he's stuck on the outside in the number 18. Aiden Shepard looking to take 6th away from Dan Smith Jr. will get back up front. And it is still the number 70 of Jonathan Skibnicki leading the 48 here at Darlington. That 48 cannot seem to close up to him. Of course, I think it's pretty certain that we're going to have pit stops in this race. I'm pretty sure we're going to have them. It is possible, however, since this is a shorter race than most others we've had this season, that might not be the case. But I'm pretty sure these guys are going to have to come down the pit lane for a stop. It wasn't out that way at Bristol for Cameron Black, but this race is longer than Bristol, and near the end of that Bristol race, we did have some guys coming down the pit lane. So I think these guys are going to have to make a pit stop late in the going here in this race. Skibnicki trying to hold off the 48 of Matt Tuck. And number 6 of Josh Crash is 3 laps down in the number 6. Not entirely sure what happened to him. Might have been a problem on that number 6 earlier on in the race. He's now 3 laps down here at Darlington. A tough break for him. Not been the best of seasons for guys like Josh Crash or Stuart Grabner, Abe Troxel. Some of those guys we really haven't talked too much about. Jack Porkins, another one of those guys. Not really having good seasons here in the Turkey Hill Series. But somebody that is having a good season is Matt Tuck. He won the opening race. But lately, it's not been too good for him. He wants to turn all that around, and if he can get this win, he's going to move his way back into this championship battle, trying to grab his 2nd win of the season. He's going to try to get to the inside of Jonathan Skibnicki, but that's through turns 3 and 4, and Skibnicki's going to try to get the run on the outside and clear him, and he's going to be able to. That's what the outside lane can do through turns 3 and 4, and Skibnicki showed us that in that number 70. Matt Tuck's going to remain in 2nd place. Cameron Black trying to go 2 in a row. He's going to try to move his way to the inside of the 48 of Matt Tuck. He's not going to be able to do it quite yet. He's going to try to do it entering turn 3. But this 48 might be able to get the run on the outside. Of course, the tires are wearing out on these cars. And that's when we get these lap times to be a lot slower than what they were at the beginning of the race. Tuck is going to lose this position to Cameron Black. And the 11 has gotten around the 48. Emmanuel Hartnett steals a position away, and so does Ryan Searless in the 48 of Matt Tuck. Falls all the way back to 5th place in the number 48. We got 10 laps to go here in the Mello Yello 200 already. This is how short this race is. And it is going to come down to the wire. But Skibnicki has led every lap except the first one in this one. Will he be able to lead the most important one? We're just going to have to see. If Cameron Black can win, I do believe he's going to shoot himself into the championship battle, possibly. And the same goes for the 48. He wants to get another win and shoot himself back into the championship battle. Black into the outside wall hard. Hartnett's going to take second away from him in the number 4. Searless and Matt Tuck looking to get to the inside of the 11 for this one. How about part-time driver Aiden Shepard? He is up to 6th in a Dodge. Don't have Dodge too often here on Napa Fan anymore in the NRLOA. We will have Dodge in the Thanksgiving 500. I'm looking forward to that. I love Dodge. Wish they were still in NASCAR. Hartnett's up to 2nd. The 92 is going to take 3rd away from Cameron Black. Matt Tuck's going to take 4th away from the 11. And Aiden Shepard is going to put 2 part-time drivers in the top 5 here in the Mello Yello 200. He's going to try to at least, but he did not get the run on the inside, and Black's going to remain in 5th. Noah Carr is trying to move his way through the field in number 51. He started on the pole, he fell back, but he's back up to 7th now. Dan Smith Jr., Stuart Gratton, and the 42 of Alex Bonksino round out the top 10. Josh Alexander keeps on hitting the outside wall back in there, and he continues to fall back in the 87. Tough break for him. This is getting kind of interesting here because we're going to have 6 laps to go when we cross a line this time. And these guys have yet to make a pit stop. Will they have to come down the pit lane, or will Skibnicki be able to dominate this race and come home with the victory? Or will some guys have to come in, but other guys be able to make it to the end of the race without stopping? We've seen races like that before, especially at Kansas and Kentucky in the Cup Series. And just as I say that, Skibnicki comes down the pit lane, and I do believe everybody out here is going to have to make a pit stop. And this 70 is going to get a great advantage to the rest of these guys because he's going to have fresher tires while all these guys are still running out there with the worn tires. And here at Darlington, fresher tires give you a faster race car. He is the only guy to come down the pit lane. Will that work for the 70 of Jonathan Skibnicki? We're just going to have to see. 5 laps to go, 4.5 laps to go here at Darlington. Hartnett's going to come in the number 4. Matt Tuck's going to come in. Ryan Searless is going to stay out in the 92 and lead lap number 19. We're going to follow with Skibnicki here. Well, I mean, we'll eventually find Skibnicki when he comes off the pit lane, but he's actually going to go a lap down here. As Searless, Dan Smith Jr., Jonathan Rivers, Cody Smart, Nicholas Samadeo, they all stay out an extra lap. Elijah Gordon, Ryan Madden, Cookie Helms, Josh Crash is a few laps down. Abe Troxel, Nathan Stapleton, Landon Napa, Bryce Lofor, and there's the 70, a lap down in that car. But he's going to gain his lap back as these guys come down the pit lane, and we're just going to have to see where Skibnicki comes out in relation to everybody else. I do not believe Jonathan Skibnicki has won a race yet this season. I could be wrong, but I am pretty sure that, you know what? He won a race. I know he did. Where did he win it? It was Michigan. Jonathan Skibnicki won at Michigan. He's trying to go for his 2nd win of the season here in the Turkey Hill Series. And he's got a good shot at doing so because I do not believe anybody else is going to get off the pit lane ahead of him. Hartnett was 2nd when Skibnicki made his first pit stop. And Skibnicki is long gone from the number 4. How about this? You don't really see a guy dominate an oval track that often here. But it looks like this number 70 is going to do it in style. However, yeah, Cameron Black's going to be too far behind, and this number 70 is going to come home with the victory. He's going to take the white... No, actually, you know what? It's 2 to go for Jonathan Skibnicki this time by. I do believe Gaju is... Yeah, he's a lap down on the 25. He's not on the lead lap, I do believe. Now, Elijah Gordon, he's going to be too far behind as well. And yes, the number 70 is back up front here at Darlington. And it's not even going to be a contest for anybody else here in the Mello Yello 200. How about that? He's going to take the white flag when we cross the line next time by. Jonathan Skibnicki, after taking the lead away from Noah Cars on lap 2 of the race. He's going to dominate this one with 1 lap to go, and I think this number 70 is going to come home with the victory. William Bronx a lap down. That means second place is Emmanuel Hartnett in the 4, and he is 2.5 seconds behind. It's over. A dominating performance for the number 70 of Jonathan Skibnicki. He's going to grab his 2nd win of the season here in the Turkey Hill Series and his 4th of his career. Coming off of turn number 4, Jonathan Skibnicki wins the Mello Yello 200 at Darlington. It's one of the most anticlimactic races I have seen in quite a while here, but, you know, it's okay to chill out every once in a while, and hey, look at what that car has. Ice Aid, he's definitely chilling in that 70, getting the victory here today at the Darlington Raceway. Jonathan Skibnicki, 44 points towards the championship for the veteran driver there. Emmanuel Hartnett got 2nd. Matt Tuck's going to probably move his way through the points a good amount here, as he got a 3rd place finish, and somehow, someway, Trey Barto always finds himself in the top 10, getting a 9th place finish here today. However, he's still going to be the points leader. He's still going to be the points leader, but it's only going to be by a couple of points. Trey Barto and Ryan Madden really battling it out in the point standings right now, and neither of those guys have won a race this season. How about that? But it's Jonathan Skibnicki. Whoopsie. Whoa. Go figure. A stupid printer wants to update now. Story of my life. Cancel. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Jonathan Skibnicki, Emmanuel Hartnett, Matt Tuck, Aiden Shepard, Ryan Searless, 2 part-time drivers in the top 5. Ryan Madden, Elijah Gordon, John Art, Trey Barto, and Jesse Turner, the top 10 here today at the Darlington Raceway. Take a look at the rest of the results right there. Whoopsie. Quite a few guys going a lap down because of the pit stops, including the pole sitter, Noah Cars. Not entirely sure what happened, but tough day for the 51. Tough day for the 11 as well. Cameron Black also ending up a lap down, as he was looking to get a good finish here today in the Mello Yello 200. But everybody did finish, which is a good thing. But still some guys finishing a lap down. But anyways, Jonathan Skibnicki gets the win here at Darlington. 44 points towards the championship. And next week, we got the Hers Dash Series from Chicagoland. Then we get the Diet Mountain Dew 300 on Wednesday here in the Turkey Hill Series. Thursday morning, it's the Thanksgiving 500. Friday, we got ourselves the qualifying for the 1 hour of Abu Dhabi. It was originally going to be 90 minutes. Due to time restraints, I'm going to have to cut that race down to 1 hour. But we got the qualifying for that on Friday, along with the NFSORL. I'm so sorry, Marty. I'm so sorry. The NOFSRL versus NRLOA battle race Friday night. Next Friday night. Well, yeah. This is being uploaded on Saturday, so yeah, Friday night. And then next Saturday, it's going to be the 1 hour of Abu Dhabi in the Kubota Sports Car Championship. The Turkey Hill Series will not be racing next Saturday. The next race after Chicagoland next Wednesday is going to be, I do believe, at Kansas the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's the schedule for the upcoming week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Jonathan Skibnicki in the number 70, and here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series. I will see you guys later.